Trend breakout. In this topic, we're going to be understanding how structures come to an end. In order to understand that, we must still remember the previous knowledge that we've learned about types of trends. In this case, we're looking at an upward moving trend. So, upward trend. So we know here that this trend benefits your buyers more than it does for your sellers. Given this information, it is best to be looking for buying opportunities than it would to look for selling opportunities. Why I'm raising this point is because this average line here, this yellow average line here, separates the territory between your bears, which are your sellers, and your bulls, who are basically your buyers. For as long as we are above that trend line, we'll be looking for buying opportunities, and if we go below that trend line, we'll then be looking for selling opportunities. But what a breakout in essence is let's look at the seller here. So we have a seller that came in here, created a resistance, then the market started moving down, found support at the trend line, and then started moving back up, all the way back to where that resistance was created. And then it even went further. So the point at which the market went higher than the resistance is a point where the market basically broke out. So for short, let's write that as a BO, breakout. So the market broke out and kept going higher until they created a brand new resistance level where the market started moving down from, and again created support, went higher than the previous resistance to create a brand new resistance. Okay, so basically a breakout is a point where a previous market structure is being broken or ended. Right, just like in the case of this resistance levels. But here what happened is then the market kept coming down, went back to that average line where we had to decide whether we're going to start buying again. So the bulls had to decide here if they're going to keep buying the market and send it back up. But that didn't happen. So technically we had a breakout at this point. Okay, because the structure was broken. So this is a breakout. We can then see that the support down here was also broken because we went below that point. So this is another breakout. Okay, so breakouts happen when previous supports or previous resistances end and the trend just disregards those points and keeps doing what it does. So here we've had a breakout of an uptrend to the downside, but we can also have a breakout of an uptrend to the upside. In this case, we broke the trend when we got here. So when we got to this yellow line here, because this was the average selling point. Okay, so we expected more sellers to come in as soon as we touch that yellow point and see the charts moving downwards like this back to the flow. But in this case, the market kept going up, which means the market then broke out. Right, then someone would say, what if the market from that point, from the point of breakout, went up a bit and came back inside? This is still a breakout for as long as the price closes above the average price or where the resistance is supposed to happen. That's still known as a breakout. It wouldn't really matter what happens as long as price goes and disrespects the structure that was in place. You have yourself a breakout. By understanding this, we can then clearly see that whether the market is moving sideways, upwards or downwards, there's always going to be a breakout in the market because we have to show who's dominating the market. So in this case, the market was moving sideways, but the market here broke out downwards. So this was the bears showing us that they are stronger than the buyers in this case. The same applies if a sideways market also breaks out to the top side. This is still a breakout. This time around the bulls broke out, so the bulls are showing me how much power they have in this case. And here in the downtrend, we know that the bears are more attractive because they are making most of the pips, but a downtrend can also break out to the bottom side. So we broke out here, so we broke this support, breakout, and we also broke the general support levels. Okay, and also we know that a downward trend can also break out to the top side. So we broke the general direction that divided the bulls from the base. Okay, we also broke this level of resistance, so another breakout happened here. So breakout. All right, so breakout is literally where structure is broken or ended and officially could start a brand new cycle. So in this case, since we're going upwards all along and then we ended up breaking structures, we could have started now a brand new trend where now we're going down, as in our previous video. Okay, the same applies here, is that the market was moving downwards, ended up breaking upwards, so structure was broken. So now we might be expecting an upward moving trend from there on. That's why breakouts would be important for you to notice, because they might end trends or might begin new trends. In this case, where a downward market breaks out to the bottom, this simply means that this old trend might not be the final trend, because the market might then start moving in this manner here. Okay, so we created a brand new average where the market might be moving down a bit more aggressively. So our first breakout point will happen when we break this blue area here. So this would be breakout number 1, and the market might then continue moving upwards from the first breakout to the previous resistance area that was created by this yellow resistances over here. So the market might react over here as a selling market and might continue going down. But it was important for us to keep track of the new sellers in the market, because they gave us a brand new trend to focus our energy on. So I hope you understand more about breakouts from this short video. I hope it paints a clear picture of what a breakout is. It's just where the structure ends when you start building new structure, steeper structures, or even changing direction overall, like in this example we have up here. Okay, so breakouts are very important because they are the start of a brand new structure. So I hope this video serves you well. I hope it was spiced up to a point where you loved my curry today. So until we meet in the next video, drop me your comments below, drop me your recommendations below. Peace.